Hello and welcome to this video. This is the weekend, and as promised, I'm here to present to you the highest case number range where interviews are currently being scheduled at your embassy or consulate. Now remember that just over a week ago, the visa bulletin was released, and in that visa bulletin, we saw that all of the regions had their cutoff numbers increased, and almost all exception countries had theirs increased. Now, what that has done is that it has allowed interview scheduling at your various embassies and consulates to go further than before. In our last report, interview scheduling at your various embassies and consulates were maintained below the former cutoff number for your region. Now that we have new cutoff number for each region and for most exception countries, you will realize that in this report, interview scheduling has gone further than in the last report. And when it comes to embassies that are performing very well, you will see that interview scheduling at those embassies have gone beyond what was the former cutoff number for the region concerned. Now, for those of you who are not familiar with what I'm talking about, in a moment I will be telling you the highest case number range where interviews are currently being scheduled at your embassy. You will hear me say, for example, that the current interview scheduling range at that embassy is 900 plus. When I say 900 plus, it means that the highest case numbers that are currently being scheduled at that embassy fall somewhere between 900 and 1000. If I say interview scheduling is currently at 34,500 plus, it means that the highest case numbers that are currently being scheduled at that embassy fall between 34,500 and 34,600. So it is always a range of 100. And then to clarify, the case number ranges that I will be citing are the highest case number ranges where interviews are currently being scheduled. In other words, if your case number is beyond the case number range that is mentioned for your embassy, it means that interview scheduling has not reached your case number. And if your case number falls below the range that is cited for your embassy, then it is possible for that case number to be scheduled for interview, provided that case is already in its embassy queue. That is how it works. And so now let's go over and consider the highest case number range that interviews are currently being scheduled at your embassy or consulate. And we begin in Lusaka, Zambia, where interview scheduling is currently at 5,400 plus. Kinshasa, the Democratic Republic, is next, 10,300 plus. Then to Kigali, Rwanda, 14,600 plus. Next is Tokyo, Japan, and for the Africa region, 18,300 plus. And for the Asia region, 6,100 plus. Dar es Salaam, Tanzania comes next. Interview scheduling at that embassy is at 19,500 plus. Then to Amman, Jordan, and for the Africa region, 21,000 plus. And for the Asia region, 5,400 plus. To Cotonou, Benin, where interview scheduling is currently at 21,400 plus. That is followed by Montreal, Canada, where for the Africa region, interview scheduling is currently at 22,500 plus, and for the Europe region, 13,200 plus. Libreville, Gabon is next, 23,400 plus. Then to Abu Dhabi, the UAE, and for the Africa region, 24,400 plus. The Asia region, 6,700 plus. And the Europe region, 6,400 plus. Then to Dakar, Senegal, where interview scheduling is currently at 25,100 plus. Johannesburg, South Africa is next, 25,100 plus. Then to Harare, Zimbabwe, 25,700 plus. Paris, France comes next. For the Africa region, 26,100 plus, and for the Europe region, 12,600 plus. Yaoundé, Cameroon comes next. Interview scheduling at that embassy remains at 26,400 plus, and that is followed by Doha, Qatar, where for the Africa region, interview scheduling is currently at 26,500 plus, and for the Asia region, 4,100 plus. Warsaw, Poland comes next, and for the Africa region, 29,800 plus, and for the Europe region, 15,900 plus. Nairobi, Kenya comes next. Interview scheduling at that embassy is currently at 30,100 plus. To Frankfurt, Germany, where for the Africa region, interview scheduling is currently at 30,100 plus. For the Asia region, 6,900 plus, and for the Europe region, 15,800 plus. Kathmandu, Nepal is next, and for the Africa region, interview scheduling is currently at 32,900 plus, and for the Asia region, 4,800 plus. Djibouti comes next. For the Africa region, interview scheduling is currently at 33,300 plus, and for the Asia region, 6,900 plus. London, the UK is next, and for the Africa region, 33,400 plus, for the Asia region, 6,900 plus, for the Europe region, 13,500 plus, and for the Oceania region, 400 plus. Next is Algiers, Algeria, where interview scheduling is currently at 33,700 plus. Monrovia, Liberia comes next, 34,400 plus. Mumbai, India comes next, and for the Africa region, 34,500 plus, and for the Asia region, 5,300 plus. Then to Freetown, Sierra Leone, 34,600 plus. Antananarivo, Madagascar is next, 34,600 plus. Then to Lome, Togo, 36,400 plus. Accra, Ghana comes next, where interview scheduling remains at 3,700 plus. Next is Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, where interview scheduling has moved to 5,400 plus. Riyadh, Saudi Arabia comes next. For the Africa region, 9,400 plus, and for the Asia region, 4,300 plus. Then to Colombo, Sri Lanka, and the interview scheduling at that embassy is currently at 3,200 plus, followed by Islamabad, Pakistan, 5,400 plus. Then to Yerevan, Armenia, and for the Asia region, 5,400 plus, and for the Europe region, 11,300 plus. Rangoon, Burma comes next, 6,900 plus. Tbilisi, Georgia, 11,000 plus. Tirana, Albania, 15,900 plus. Seoul, South Korea, and for the Europe region, 7,200 plus. Then to Suva, Fiji, where interview scheduling has moved to 1,000 plus, and finally Auckland, New Zealand, where interview scheduling is currently at 800 plus. So those were the highest case number ranges where interviews are currently being scheduled at your various embassies and consulates. Now, as I've mentioned already, this is a weekly exercise, and so look forward to the next interview scheduling report sometime next weekend. But for today, that is all. Thanks for watching this video. See you, God willing, in the next one. Goodbye.